AirPods, your favorites?
That he got the jaws on. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Wait, are they actually from Walmart or is that just like what you
Yeah,
guys
they're
call
from
'em?
Walmart. No, they're from Walmart. I actually can't remember like what state I got them in. I just like brought over years for like one tour and I tried to lay down a bunch of times and I'm just like, I'm an idiot for thinking this would suffice. And like I spent whatever $15 on these and just got roasted.
No, not that. Look, I'm not saying that anyone needs to spend any more than that. I just simply thought it was just silly because I think they're like the Walmart branded ones, and that was like I thought was like
Yeah. Oh
funny.
yeah. Yeah. They're the Walmart
Hey,
brand for sure.
Walmart comes through. Walmart comes through
I'm at
in the
Walmart at least
prices.
like 2 times a week. I like love going to Walmart. It's so much fun.
Really?
Unfortunately,
Go
yeah, I don't know. I'm like a suburban little freak, so like I enjoy the
after my own
really.
heart.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like really into Thornton's gas stations and really into going to Walmart and like
Yep.
if I find a loaf of bread for like 75 cents at Walmart, I'm like, this is the best day of my life. And it's like
Every
it
time you
just
make a
hits.
sandwich, it's like, "And that bread was 75 cents." That like, you
Yeah, I
have to say
know.
it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, to wrap the end, I'll make that end of that last little story short. But basically, that thing ran its course, and then Ryan is much better than me at like managing day to day tasks and actually like answering emails and like doing all the really important stuff that you're supposed to do when you want to like advance a project. Um, and so we kind of teamed up, and he started Footballhead as his solo project.
Got
Um,
it.
Obviously in direct competition with mine.
Yeah, I
Obviously,
co- I I copied for
yeah,
sure.
he copied me and it was weird. No, but and then basically it turned into more or less like a full band vibe, and that's kind of where we're at now. So we've joined forces and yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you both so much for joining officially. So stoked to have you here. The entire community was just like lighting up the Discord of like, fuck yeah, football head, sharing about how many people that they've shared football head with in their lives. So beyond stoked to have you guys here to talk about your new album, your show coming up at Lincoln Hall soon. That's an absolute ripper of a lineup. You guys, Palette Knife, CDO Scare, which I actually found from you guys too, from I think like an Instagram video you guys put together and just mentioned some Chicago bands that folks need to listen to. Them being one of them, and I was like, I gotta listen to Footballhead. That's the rule. But thank you so much for coming on. Would love to just kind of talk a little bit about this record, what the weight of the truth means to you guys. We can kind of go song by song too, but I'd love to just also open it up to like a little bit about your writing process for it, and how you guys all kind of came together as a band since you had solo projects going on and then merged. Maybe we could even start there. We'd love to hear.
Yeah, Ryan, I just talked for like 10 minutes without you. So if you want to take this one.
I'm sure you did a great job.
I was lit. I was lit. I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll see what happens right now, but I was lit for 10 minutes.
Uh, so sick, Katie, that you got that shirt on, the runner shirt, the Gorilla Biscuits knockoff one. That one was like that's a cult classic. I think we've actually, oh no, no, sorry. We've had a couple of people text us pictures of old football head shirts in thrift stores, which
Mm-hmm.
either means we're doing something really good or something really bad. Uh, Jury's out on that one, but I've never seen that one in a thrift
This one?
store. Yeah, yeah, never seen it. So I would hold on to that. That might be
Yeah.
like a re-release in a couple years or whatever. Um, no, Way of the Truth is really sick. It actually started a really long time ago. I would say like that the first demos for the record probably started in fall 2023.
Maybe. I mean,
So
there's I know Hesitate for sure is I think the oldest idea from the whole record, and that
yeah,
instrumental I think was from like yeah, like 2023.
yeah, like basically. I'm sure Snow gave a brief overview history, but just like we're so much better together than we are separate. I think it's just way more fun to like enjoy the songwriting process with someone who you respect and care about and like really appreciate from like a musical composition perspective too. And like Snow's always had this like I feel like we were both like born and bred on like Hot Topic emo, pop punk, post hardcore, hardcore. Did I already say Hot Topic bands?
Yeah.
and butt rock. Yeah, like that
I love
that
butt rock.
little
Yes.
yeah, that and the cauldron, with the witch, spinning it around. That's kind of like we have very similar like influences, and I feel like Snow is so prolific in like DAW capabilities and like audio engineering that Snow's always been like, for lack of better terms, like seriously and unseriously making butt rock related demos, right? Like
Yeah.
that's like
For
like
years and
some
years and years.
yeah, some things like that still will never see the light of day, but it was always like cool. There was always like a smidge of like there's something here in
Hmm.
a lot of the early demos, like as funny, even if it was like an intentional joke song or whatever, it was just like, but it kind of rips, what the fuck. So yeah, I feel like Footballhead like took a after overthinking it kind of took like a little bit of like a bite attitude. It had a little bit more of an edge to it. We are trying to do like heavier things but still like accessible things, and it kind of like all came in perfect time when Snow was like, I've got some of these song ideas, and I was just like, dude, like this is this is the next step of like what we're already doing. So I believe the first two demos for Weight of the Truth were Weight of the Truth and Hesitate.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you more or less had like pretty fleshed out like riffs and structures and stuff. Like I think both songs maybe were changed like a little bit. But all in all, like those ideas were sent to me, and Snow was like, you want to try and write on this? And literally the day Snow sent me Weight of the Truth, uh we I wrote the song, I drove to Snow's apartment, and we recorded like the whole demo for it. And that
Wow.
was over 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind
Or
of crazy.
sorry, 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, it is kind of weird how long some of these ideas have been sitting around. Like, pretty sure, right? That's older than our last EP. Like,
Yeah, and that's the other component of all this is like when we signed the Tiny Engines deal, like everything got backlogged because we had already put out the first record, and then that got taken down, so like that was re-released. And by the time we signed the Tiny Engines deal, we also had the Before I Die EP completely done too.
Hmm.
So it was just like 12-month like waiting period kind of sort of thing. And yeah, it was like funny because the thing you're most excited about, you had to wait however fucking long for it to come out, and it was honestly worth the wait. Like everyone's been so receptive to this, and it's so cool that we were immediately like incredibly excited about it, but I feel like it's never been as exciting as it is right now, as far as like the sound and like kind of the sound design for all the record. It's not just like I saw it too, like you used like a new nostalgia. Like I think that's like
Yeah.
kind of like a that's like a cool way to put it, with emphasis on the new. Like we're
Hmm.
never trying to like do some old recycled regurgitated thing. It has to feel very much so like forward for us to be excited about it,
Yep.
but definitely like the homage to all the shit that clicked with us as kids, like really helped propel like what is our sound right now.
Yeah, definitely. And for me, like the first time listening to it, I like went to go see it and it just felt like it was like something that I was already familiar with, but in the best of ways. I always say like if I hear a song for the first time and it feels like I don't know, like I've known it in a way, like I'm already kind of familiar with it, like it strikes a chord with me. That's like the best kind of song where I'm immediately locked in. And then I just went to the whole anything that you guys had, I started just listening to because I first only started from the EP and then getting to hear the full album all the way through. I was just like, wow, this is, I mean, you guys really nailed like a perfect sound that is totally your own. So when I say new nostalgia, like it totally is you guys, but it just like also strikes a chord, I feel like, for so many people that in this kind of like new Midwest emo resurgence that feels like is kind of coming upon us. I mean, looking at like the Lala undercard, there's a lot of emo in there, like for the smaller bands that aren't like on the main headline act, and I'm just like so excited for the overall scene. But yeah, that was one of my questions that I had shared with you guys too. It's just like kind of how the hell did you do that? How did you make something that feels so new yet nostalgic? Like, what are some influences in addition? You mentioned Hot Topic, but like, who are some of your
sure.
influences for sure?
I mean, okay, this is the one thing that I really appreciate about writing. specifically for Footballhead is like I think I know myself and I know my limitations, and I have like a real tendency to like one for one some shit that I really like. Like if I really like Seven Dust, which is like such a crazy band, right? I was literally texting Ryan about Seven Dust last night.
Yeah.
I love that band. That being said, if I didn't have Ryan to like check me essentially when it comes to stuff for Footballhead, like it would be like really crazy new metal butt rock worship in like kind of a bad way. Like it would be really borderline whack. So what I really appreciate is like I'll bring some stuff that I'm like, yo, this sounds just like fucking Godsmack or whatever, and I'll give it to Ryan, and then like between the two of us, we end up working it out, and it's like, okay, this actually like is like a whole. This is something completely different because like it takes me like I can't innovate in the ways that I think Ryan is able to like lyrically and the way that he approaches like songwriting and stuff is like totally different from me.
Hmm.
And I think that Ryan is like I don't know like in a way is like pretty like forward thinking when it comes to that kind of thing or like he's like very intentional in a way where I'm just like I just care about the riffs. So I don't know for what that's worth like I do think that that helps sort of like us have like a I guess like a fresher sound or like something that's not so derivative I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah. There's just some sort of like aspect of this like partnership or pairing in the writing process between me and Snow where like yeah, whatever. Snow gets all riffy and like grandiose, and like I'm kind of like eye on the finish line in a way, but like kind of passively. So
Hmm.
just by the time it ends, it's such like an important like blend between what it initially was and like I don't know, it becomes like fairly original and like you know what's funny is there's a lot of like reviews out there about the record and a lot of the ones that I've read like recently are just like this is so intentional nostalgia and like I don't want to say like I'm offended by that. Like
Hmm.
if that's your opinion, that's really cool that you think that way and like I'm sorry that you think that way because like that means I feel like we didn't like effectively do what we wanted to do, but I really feel like if you dig in and you never had the context that we were like influenced by bands of our childhood or whatever, like you would see it for what it is, and I think it's like a one of one kind of like rendition of some of those things, you know?
Totally. I think, I mean, I do see like I don't see it as intentional as nostalgia. I think it's like a totally new spin on it and like a revival of kind of, at least for me, what I grew up with. And it's just really cool to see that kind of style kind of take place again. But, also just kind of now learning, that you were both on solo projects. And then also where I realized where I was familiar with Footballhead from prior was Kitchen Fly, and how the sound has evolved since Kitchen Fly to now like a lot more, I think a little bit more hardcore, I would even say. Could you kind of talk to me a little bit about like how you feel like your sound has changed in between then and maybe it's just your influence of working together?
Yeah, I mean, when you talk to someone every day for the last however fucking many years, you know, it's like hard to not have that like diffusion of taste and stuff. But like, yeah, when I first started it, like it was just like, hey, let's do like 9 Day Story of a Girl or Third Eye Blind, Semi Charmed Life, but like make it sound like it was on a laptop and like give it a little crunch. And like that was the vibe. Like that was the mission statement for the whole project. And like honestly, if we would have stayed there, like probably would have been a decent band, I guess. But like it was just like that was never like that's what's really cool about art is like and not being tied to anything is you're just like, all right, well, like that was fun yesterday, but today I got like my sights set like a little higher on something like grander and bigger. And I think just like it was really weird time because I feel like in the early 2020s, late 2010s, like this minimalist, like indie rock and minimalist emo music sound got really popular. And we just, as every track we've recorded, like song by song, want to make the sound bigger and bigger and bigger. Like
Yeah.
it's like the opposite of like what I feel like maybe the trends are or whatever. And like that's not to say that like either route has like more merit or whatever. We just like saw a world where we're like I think we are better at making a bigger and bigger sound. So that's kind of like Kitchen Fly was like what, dude? Like 25 tracks tops on a song, maybe 20 tracks on a
Yeah, there was
song.
nothing going on those songs. It's been really
Yeah.
it was really interesting to watch sort of like, because obviously our band now is like substantially like heavier than
Hmm.
that
Yeah.
era. But I do think it's really cool to go back and if you like listen intentionally, you can see that like it's always been there even a little bit. Like even if you listen to Kitchen Fly and Overthinking are like Ryan's solo records, basically. Those are
Hmm.
the two where like Ryan wrote everything. And even there, like Me Time on the first EP is like heavier for sure than like the rest of the EP. It's like really distorted guitars. It goes halftime, then it goes into like a full time thing. You listen to Overthinking. There's like Tightrope, which has like kind of has some heavy riffs in there. And so it's always been there a little bit, and I feel like it's most certainly my fault that I was like, what if we just start fucking hitting some new metal, get some record scratches go, because that's just, stuff I've been obsessed with since I was literally 3 years old, since I can like remember just like playing extreme sports video games and just hearing a bunch of new metal. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Every record or every release so far has like a gateway track or two that lead you to the next record.
For sure.
Um, to piggyback off what you just said, like I think Me Time is the track that leads into Overthinking, and then Tightrope
Yeah.
and Overthinking are probably the songs that take you into Crushing Me and All for What or whatever, and then then it
Yeah.
goes to like the album. Like, and it's kind of funny is like as we're in the demo stage for whatever's next, like I actually don't know what the song like I don't know what the songs are off Way to the Truth. I mean, we're trying to live in the moment, and we're trying to
Yeah.
hold our horses a little bit, but yeah, I don't know what those two songs or three songs or four songs. And maybe it's a blend of several vibes, but like because there's like a couple different flavors. I would say like yeah, Way to the Truth is like it's not Neapolitan ice cream. It's probably like four flavors, five flavors.
Hmm.
Sure.
What made you decide The Way to the Truth to kind of be like the anchor album or the anchor song for the album?
Oh yeah, we fought on this a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I was I was really pushing for this record to be like a self-titled Footballhead record because it was like the first one where it was like, okay, we're like a real full band, like this kind of feels like the real incarnation. Then Ryan was like, no, 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 hey, chill the fuck out. Maybe we should call it Way to the Truth. And in retrospect, I was wrong, which I
Oh,
hate
I
to
love hearing
concede.
that. Music
I
to my
hate to
ears.
We're
I
recording it,
hate to
Ryan. You
concede it.
got it.
I hate to concede, but Ryan was spitting, and I do think
It
it
was
is
too
a really
simple. It was too easy to go
okay, yeah,
self-titled.
whatever, yeah,
And like,
okay, yeah,
but
whatever.
I think when it gets to the point of like, completion of a collection of songs, I think like the self-titled vibe, because I want to do it because all my favorite bands do like a
Yeah,
self-titled
we have
record.
to. Come
Mhm.
on.
Yeah, but I think we'll know it's the self-titled record.
Yeah,
Like we'll
you'll be
know.
like, this is the one. Yeah, because that
Yeah.
is I feel like at a certain point, that's the one that all the big heads will eventually go. Oh man, football head self-titled. That's I don't know why, but it's just
Yeah,
like the
yeah, yeah.
immediate connection folks have. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, so I asked you guys in that one like silly little content piece that I put together of your favorite video games and to tie that to Resident Evil 4 and you picked Peace of Mind. I'd love to hear kind of your thoughts on just like how maybe that would tie together, how you thought that would fit, or just also like your favorite lyrics from Peace of Mind in particular. That's my personal favorite off the album, so I'd love to kind of like dig into that song a little bit.
Well, Ryan, Ryan, you've never played Resident Evil 4, right?
No, and I like kind of like put your like inquiry on a platter to Snow because I like felt that Snow would be best fit for like as far as gaming goes, I'm straight up like Skate, 2K.
That's it.
That's about it. Like for the most part,
The
like I played
classics.
like yeah, some RPGs and like some shooters and stuff, but like Snow is the one like with the Steam Deck ripping games all the time. So like I was
Nice.
like, and dude, your edit was super cool for that.
Yeah, it was
That
dope.
was
It
yeah.
was it
I
was
did
really
my
sick. I
best.
don't
I try to do my best to that game. I mean, it's a masterpiece, and it's like in 30 seconds, what can I get? But yeah.
I don't think that Resident Evil 4 is the most new metal game of all time, to be
Hmm.
fair. And I
Yeah.
feel like Peace of Mind is the most new metal song that we have.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it's like a perfect match. That being said, I do think that there was one song in particular by this like really old band from the 90s called Ultra Spank that really influenced like Peace of Mind.
Hmm.
Um and that just like the parts that I was taking from them were just like this like sort of like dark, dank atmosphere, like nearly almost industrial in a way, but mostly just like I don't know, yeah, dark, drippy with rain and all that kind of thing. So
Yep.
when I think of Peace of Mind, like it does kind of like especially the verses have sort of like this dark, like metallic, do you know what I mean? Like almost like this
Hmm.
like industrial kind of eerie feel
Yep.
to
Yeah.
me at least. And I feel like Resident Evil 4 very much matches that vibe where it's just like dark and like obviously there's a lot of action portions of the game, but like yeah, it's just got like this dark, eerie aura. Um and I mean, it's my favorite video game of all time, so I don't know, but
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you mentioned. I believe I can't get it to pull up right now on my Spotify, but like the player on Spotify that you have for Peace of Mind, is it Lower Whacker? That's like kind of
Yeah.
the like
yeah,
video that
it
runs through.
is.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the like industrial vibe? Because I
Yeah, that's what
immediately
I
knew.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I probably could have picked like some other insanely new metal game, like I don't know, maybe like the first
No, no,
Manhunt or
no.
something, but like no, I think it worked. Like I think it worked.
It was
Yeah.
awesome, dude. It was super awesome. And yeah, to your point, like barren, but like almost like claustrophobic, but like I feel like it's like you're walking through the sewer. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're splashing lightly like in your boots and like you're getting drip drop from the top and you have no idea what the
I
fuck's
mean,
touching your
dude,
skin.
there's so many portions in RE4 when you're like down in some tunnels and there's like, like rain droplets coming, like little like
Yep.
condensation coming to the ceiling. That's what I think of. And I'm like, oh, peace of mind. That's like the verse.
Yep. Well,
But
that
yeah.
vibe, like, paired I mean, it literally, like, I imagine it's kind of like being down on Lower Whacker, like, you just, like, don't wanna be under there at any point. No
Yeah,
cell
it's
No,
service,
dire.
nothing's going on. As soon as I
I've
go
And
I've
under there.
gotten
funny.
I've gotten my car towed and had to go down there to get it. So it was
Oh,
horrible. Yeah.
that
Oof.
is that's the worst location to end up. Yeah, I should
It
miss out
was
when
a nightmare.
I'm just, like, driving down there and all of a sudden, like, my GPS disconnects and I have no idea where I am anymore.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Just, like, bring me back to the light.
Yeah. It's dire down there. I feel like it used to be exciting as a kid, and now I'm like I can feel
No,
like
it
my heartbeat.
sucks.
Like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, not like that.
it's the worst. My dad, he could get through the city at like any given, like find an alley, get through it. But anytime we were on Lower Whacker, it was like immediate fight or flight mode. um, One of the songs, "Chosen Brother," I'd love to kind of talk about that a little bit because is that in of any relation to like just the band? What's that kind of about?
Yeah, it was a really cool. That one was another like particularly cool collaboration because it was another song that like Snow just like passion project like wrote the instrumental, and I was like, and basically I think you were thinking like, hey, this couldn't be us though, right? And I was like, you're a dumbass. Of course it could be us. Uh, no, because I thought it was like that pretty, and I thought it was, I love the arpeggio, I love like the chorus tone and the lead, and then the obviously the chorus is like a really like beautiful ballad explosion. So I was like eager to write on it. And yeah, it's a tribute to a very good friend of mine who passed away a couple years ago. Who wrote on this very card right here that I actually have right at my
Oh,
desk. He
that's
said,
awesome.
have a fantastic day, my young forever chosen brother."
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So it's just like I've been thinking about it lately too. Like I'm like, shit, I might get like kind of emotional playing that one because we haven't played it yet. And we're gonna play it in however many days. But it's sounding really good. Like the practices for the release show have been good. It's funny, we just got home and like I feel like we're all like, all right, we're gonna chill now, and it's been like hardly that. But yeah,
No.
I love Chosen Brother. I think it's like it's for sure a top three for me on our album, just because of
Mhm.
like the the structure, the like crescendo to like the very end. I love the guitar and vocal, just nothing, you know, super stripped back, and yeah, that song is gonna be a staple song, I think, in the band's catalog for a long time.
That's awesome. I've got some folks in in chat saying if they play that, I'll sob. So, uh, you'll have a nice, I think, group of people cheering you on to get through that too.
Yeah, we'll need
Yeah,
it for
it'll be
sure.
cool. Yeah,
Snow is
it'll
also a
be
friend
cool.
of yeah, yeah, I won't say that he was uniquely my friend. He was Snow's friend too. He was a big. His name is Ryan as well. He was a huge musical pillar here in like the DIY Chicago scene, and he was yeah, he was his presence is missed a lot.
For
So
sure, bro. Yeah.
You mentioned you guys have been practicing for the show coming up in less than, well, a little bit over a week, I guess, on May 8th. What's been most surprising about the previous live shows that you guys have been just got back from?
I think, dude, the engagement of the audience is like upped a lot, like city to city. Like I think that we kind of maybe like passively understood that like our greatest presence was in the Midwest, but dude, the East Coast was like super into our stuff with like, whatever, last summer tour.
Uh-oh.
Am I back?
Repeat what you said.
You're back.
Repeat what you said.
We heard last summer tour and then drop.
Yeah, last summer tour, whatever, Snow, you can call me on this. Like, 3 to 5 people were like knowing words and stuff to like some of our songs,
A couple people.
like a handful of people, and then like this time it was like triple that probably. You know, we had like people who were saying for the first time like, I came to see you guys, and like we were like, you're great at lying.
Yeah. Sure thing, buddy.
Yeah, but no, yeah, I would say like audience engagement, and like the East Coast was really really good, really surprisingly good. We were ecstatic about it. When we came down from like Buffalo into the Midwest and played like Cleveland, Detroit, Chicago, places we've played a bunch, it was just like,
I mean, it was electric. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We were really excited about like that whole
I love playing the Midwest, man. That's great. Because they already kind of know who we are, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What was the craziest thing that happened on tour? Am I mistaken? Did your guys' tour bus break down at some point? Or tour van, I
Well,
should say.
yeah, I was like, well, first of all, about this bus situation. Yeah, no, we had like 5 van breakdowns in like 2.5 weeks or something. It was crazy. I've never experienced anything like that. I've toured plenty before, and it was pretty rough. I will say the last like couple weeks of that were like, yo, we just gotta get through it. But the shows were like still so awesome that it was just like, like you were like riding high at the end of the night, like we're gonna live forever, and then just like getting stuck in the middle of getting stuck in the side of the highway in like pitch black darkness in Texas, and you're just like, I might die tonight. Like this is crazy. Like
Using
it
whatever
was
cell
nuts.
phone reception you had to like dial a phone number of a stranger to say a prayer and hope they fucking come save you.
Yeah.
Because like, dude, we tried. I promise you, we tried. We're grown. Like we tried to get insurance on the trailer that we used because it was not a U-Haul trailer. It was a friend of a friend's trailer, and it was our drummer's singer and Nathan and Andrew play in a band called Meth. It was their singer's trailer, and for whatever reason, like it didn't work out that we got fucking trailer insurance, and of course the trailer got like two like bazookas to the wheels.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this, but the most incredibly kind story in the band's history occurred the second time we had that trailer. We had a trailer tire go, and that was in Texas. Someone saw that. No, sorry. Someone who knew our band saw us on the side of the road and followed us to the gas station after we got the new tire to give us food and water.
oh my gosh. Wow.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, they gave us Taco Bell. He gave us Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Wow.
and a big like 24 pack of water.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I believe the same with Jonathan. I believe that was Jonathan. Jonathan shouts out. That was
Chill ass
incredibly
guy.
crazy. Yeah.
That's
Wasn't
awesome.
expecting it, but damn, it was awesome.
It feels like, yeah, Van Troubles, it's kind of like a rite of passage, but you guys had multiple years and just one tour of, of Van Troubles hit you all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, we had no. This was our fourth tour. We've had no. No, we had one trailer tire pop, but it was a U-Haul, so we had like the roadside assistance. It was actually on our way to play with Hot Mulligan when we like left the we left the One Step Closer show to do one-off with Hot Mulligan to join back on the One Step Closer tour,
Mhm.
and
It was
we
rough.
got
It was
to
the drive was crazy.
yeah, it was like whatever it was, 12 hours or 13 hours. So we drive after a Brooklyn show 4.5 hours into the night, sleep nothing, wake up at 6 or whatever, start driving, blow a tire, and we made the Hot Mulligan show though. It was sick.
Wow. Under pressure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I want to ask too. So it sounds like there's kind of like Snow, you write the riffs, Ryan, you write the lyrics. Is that the the typical
I
process
think
for you guys?
there's still definitely songs that like on this record that like are like Ryan songs. Like
Mm-hmm.
uh Diversion was one of them for sure. Not Making Sense. Or hold on. You're Not Making
All
Sense
away
and Fall Away and
while you're whispering.
What You're Whispering. Yeah, there's a bunch. It was kind of half and half. Like it was like songs where like cuz I'm like chronically just like up. It's like one of my greatest curses is that like I'm just
Just
up,
awake.
sort of just like in perpetuity, just kind of like awake at all times. I like can't sleep. Um, so I end up just up at night and I'm just like, oh fuck it. And I'll just crank out like a whole fucking instrumental, right? Or whatever. And then I'll just be like, Ryan, just like see if you can do anything with this. Sometimes I have vocal ideas and sometimes I'm like, I literally don't know, but like feel please have at this, you know what I mean? There was certainly songs that were like that on the record. But that being said, Ryan also like writes plenty of songs on his own. And like this, I'd say this record was pretty 50-50, I think, in terms of like core instrumentals. But Ryan is primarily in charge of like writing all the lyrics because I'm ass with the lyrics. Ryan's really good with the lyrics. So logic tells us that we should have Ryan write most of the lyrics. Um, and then I came up with like some melodies, but Ryan also like a lot of vocal melodies and stuff like that. So
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like it'll be fluid. Like that's the thing. It's like the cool like staple of this process is just like best idea wins. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
for
like
sure.
it's no nobody's offended by anything. It's just like yep, that's if that's what's best, and like dude, you better put out the best. So
Yeah, no egos about it. Just whatever's best for the record. Well, I want to ask, what's your guys' favorite lyric off off the album?
ooh, I actually have one. Snow probably doesn't know any of the words
I don't
because
know that many of them so sadly. I know for the most part where I'm supposed to sing live. Most of the
That's
time.
when you lock in.
That's when I lock in. But a lot of the time I'm like, hey, Ryan, that one part. I don't,
You got it.
like, yeah. But
uh,
I'll let this man spit and I'll think.
yeah, I think like a underrated one or like one that will never see its day in the sun, which is totally fine, is like in the song "Comforting." I like wrote like a net of your words couldn't break my fall, and I like that a lot
It's a good
because
lyric.
That is
it's
good.
so many times. Oh no, it's yeah, and then it's like maybe the worst of it's not my fault. A net of your words couldn't break my fall, and I think that's just like very relevant because sometimes there's just like so many things people could say, and it's just like absolutely helpless that you know there's absolutely you've already decided that the impact of what they're saying is
Yep.
zero. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then I do love the chorus of diversion, like just like are you scared to be your own diversion? This place at your pace, perceive it all first person. It's just like a very like, are you scared to be yourself or like what, you know? Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, and then like the storytelling songs, the Chosen Brother lyrics, um, Way to the Truth lyrics, the bridge, super sick. Yeah, I mean, I say sick from a like I was like Okay,
Mm.
that can stay. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Humble king.
yeah,
Absolutely.
sorry
Yeah.
guys. My bad. I'll cool
No,
down over here.
I think you should be. Yeah, you should be a fan of your own music. I think
I
that's
know.
the
I
way
know.
it should be. Yeah.
I'm just anytime Ryan says anything, I have to be like, I have to come back. I have to say something.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I would say that some of my favorite lyrics on the whole record, just because of purely like the sentiment behind it, is the bridge of Chosen Brother, like the bridge through the end of
Hmm.
the song. I love that.
Yeah. Chosen Brothers.
I'll be counting days till I get there. Walking through the Lloyd Garden, right?
Loy Garden, like Loy Garden in the.
I've been saying it wrong.
Well, it's okay, but yeah, Loy Gardens, like it's very niche. It's a place in Dayton, Ohio, where like my friend was like it was his place of peace. So
Hmm.
it's like a very like acute mention of Dayton
Some.
and that place. Yeah, which was
Hmm.
like he was so proud to like be from Dayton too. So I was just like, that's my Ryan homage, my Dayton homage.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the sentimental like song, like I want to say like the You're Not Making Sense is kind of about like that's like my lens of my life post Ryan's passing, like like just how like disaster and how grief can just like make you question if you're even talking right, like
Hmm.
so a lot of that is like very acute stuff. Like a memory of you, me, and Logan. Like that was our roommate situation. Me, my friend Logan, and Ryan. Um, yeah, a lot of the stuff is like that's like, but what's so cool about music is like you, me, and Logan to me means something completely different to someone else, obviously, and like maybe they think of their friends in that moment. Yeah, I love that. I love that it's not the same for any one listener or person.
Hmm. Yeah, you can connect your own whoever your other Ryan and Logan is too. You can
Yeah.
kind of connect with it on your own. Yeah. Okay, well, Snow, I'm gonna reverse it to you since lyrics are harder to mention. What's your favorite
Okay.
riff? We're gonna make you have to go after your favorite riff for this one.
My favorite riff on the whole record. Damn. I mean, no, I don't know. I think the end of Peace of Mind, which was actually Ryan's idea. Like we had thought about getting heavy at the end of that song.
Hmm.
And then Ryan kind of came up with like the rhythm pattern for it. I love the
Hmm.
I love that riff. I love the comforting main riff. Bow, da, da, da. That one is just so like I don't know, it's like puddle of mud it out or something.
Hmm.
And then yeah, I would say like the very last part of Focus where it gets super inspirational and you can like you're just gonna push through your life circumstances. That's that's how I picture the vibe of the end of that song. I'm like, I just just one more shift at work. I got it in me, and you just clock in. Um but yeah, I said those are probably my favorite moments on the record, at least in terms of riffs.
I love it. I love Ryan. Do you have one? If you have one that comes to mind, I
I
know.
love I love
No, Ryan doesn't. Ryan doesn't like riffs, so it's all good.
Not a
It's all
fan.
good.
no riffs are that's what's cool about our band is especially that record, The Way the Truth is like very damn, if we don't give you like some ear candy riff to like go home with, like we certainly failed the greater public. But no, Peace of Mind, 2 chord intro thing is just so cool. Like, there's a ton of
It's so
stuff
cool.
that like I don't know. Like that's the thing is like, dude, when you're privileged enough to be Snow's friend, you wake up at 3 in the morning, you turn over and you see that Snow has sent a demo, and he's just like, "Is this shit or nah?" And like, I wake up, I leave, headphones on. I'm sitting in this room probably, just like, yo, and then I don't go to bed for another 2 hours because Snow is
And
like
I
It gets me fired
and then
up.
I'll send him a picture of like the kinds of guys in my mind that I imagine are like making the music or listening to the music. So I'll send like a dude with like super spiky hair or something, or like a guy with like one of these, like one of these crazy facial hair
Soul
moments,
patch
and I'm
thing.
like, and I'm like, check this out.
it's like that one, that one picture of CrossFade that I really love when they're like basically like they look like Nashville'd out, like they look so like jean vest and kind of like tough, but it's just like it's so time and place. They look like they like all
You'd
shop
have to
at
show me.
Neiman
I
Marcus.
mean,
You'd have to show me.
I mean,
I know what those
I
guys
know
look
what
like, but I
those
don't know
guys
what
look like, but I don't know
exact
what
picture you're talking
exact
about.
picture
They
you're
all
talking
look
about.
like they're wearing an outfit from Buckle in like 2006.
Buckle.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love that shit.
Buckle.
I love that shit. It's so cool.
I can see the logo for that store like in my head in a mall, like
They had
actual
sick
stood up mall.
jeans.
Yeah.
They had really sick jeans. I don't know if they still do, but they had sick jeans in like 2006.
Yeah, they were it. I don't want to take too much of your time, so I
You,
have one
you,
more kind of fun question. I mean, it's totally up to you guys because I know I said just like around an hour. I don't want to.
dude, I'm
You don't
chilling. I
sleep,
don't.
so I don't know, but
I'm chilling. I'm
As long as
chilling.
everybody else is having fun, we're having fun.
Yeah, if people
I
are
mean,
not fucking with it anymore, we will get off. It's
I'm
not a
having a
problem.
good time. I just don't
All
want to
right,
like. I'm like, oh, I don't want to take too much time. I'm watching the clock over here. If I've,
it's
I
fine.
don't know,
No,
taken
It's
your
fine.
evenings up. You guys are busy.
You're totally fine. You're totally fine.
I don't know if you guys would you categorize yourself within like the Midwest emo realm? I know that's like it's so broad. I feel like people kind of fight over it. It's so nebulous to me. Um, and if you would, I mean, what's maybe like a Midwest emo soundbite that maybe someday could be at like the intro of a of
Oh
a
man.
Footballhead song? You know, like the stereotypical like there's just like a quick little hit of something like
dude,
Ben Quad
I was
with
gonna say we just throw it back
Wayne's
quad.
World.
They do that all the time.
They
Yeah, yeah,
do. They
yeah,
do.
yeah.
In terms of being part of the DIY email thing, I think like sort of just by proxy, it's just like a scene that I don't want to say we've gotten lumped into because that has like a
Mhm.
negative connotation, but we
Yeah.
certainly do tend to play with a lot of like bands sort of in that sphere. And
Mhm.
I don't think it's like a bad thing by any means. Like obviously we're like kind of an outlier in the
Yeah.
whole thing. Like, but I certainly like, we're literally about to play a release show with Amway and Palinov. So it's like
Mhm.
we clearly love these bands and
Yeah.
like, we like the fact that even though we're not necessarily musically aligned with them in certain ways, like I like that they like are inclusionary with us. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, like you guys can get in on the action too. Like I really appreciate the sort of like that active inclusion. I guess is really nice. And yeah, I have no like gripe with being associated with that whole thing like
Mhm.
whatsoever. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Snow would want to throw a quote from Rush Hour 2 at the start of the line.
Oh, dude, yeah, maybe like he ain't making it into Rush Hour 3 or something, like in the outtakes. If you're ahead, you know that, but that's
That one, anyone in chat, if they know, we got 10 months summer, another Chicago band. Uh, immediately knowing, yeah, there it is.
yeah, he ain't making it into Rush Hour 3.
That's kind of cool because like the next record is LP3, Rush Hour 3.
Huh?
Oh,
Oh, they're like
Mm, oh.
cool.
pretty good.
Pretty dope.
The self-titled album's just getting further and further away.
Yeah, it's gonna come out in like when we're like in our like mid 50s and we like really need to
Now's the time.
reinvent ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I definitely think from like the Midwest emo genre, it's like so, I don't know, it's hard to categorize. Every time like I put a playlist together, I usually get a couple of people going like, "This band's not Midwest emo." It's like so nebulous about what it means, and I definitely think you guys expand beyond that too. Just from your sound, like it even feels like turnstile-y sometimes too. There's like some more vibes there, and then just like obviously totally your own sound. So I mean, the genre thing, you guys call it butt rock. Is that just kind of your classification too?
Well, I think you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, do you got it?
I can feel it all day if you want me to.
I want you to feel it. You feel this one.
Okay. So my thing, obviously, right? No real butt rock band that we would ever talk about, whether it's like a Break Benjamin or whatever, like a Chevelle or something. None of them are actually going to call themselves butt rock bands, right? It's just sort of like the classification they've gotten lumped into as time has gone on, right? As sort of the heyday of it has passed.
Mhm.
That being said, we're like well aware that it's like pretty hilarious. I, for one, am a purely unironic enjoyer of these things. I used to like think it was like I loved it so much as a kid, and then like you get to like the irony and then the post irony, but I've gone through
Yes.
the circle. So like I've broken the circle. I've
Yeah.
gone like this so many times.
Who are you
It's
kidding?
over. Like
You kidding me?
Ryan knows. Ryan literally understands that this is almost exclusively all I listen to these days. Like I cannot stop listening to just bands with riffs and with like funny facial hair, basically. Um, that being said, obviously, like we do call ourselves like at times, we're like, yeah, we're totally a butt rock band because we're drawing inspiration from all those bands that get like lumped into that whole
Mhm.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think butt rock is like, it doesn't have to just be like Daughtry Creed, uh, Crossfade. We can talk about the tiers of butt rock too, which we've done pretty extensively. Uh, but like I think that like some of the early 2000s like Victory Records bands are kind of butt rocky, and I think like the early Foo Fighters like era it
Mhm.
can be considered butt rocky, and like
For sure,
I can
yeah.
see that.
I think that the influences of like what Snow and I brought musically to Weight of the Truth, like I think that we like pulled from a lot of the same eras of butt rock, but like my flavors are more like 311 90s Z and Vertical Horizon and Snows are like much more like new and you butt rock. And like because of the production style and like the fact that Snow recorded it, it all kind of like sounds more cohesive than like separate, I think, because it's fucking us writing the songs and shit. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think that there's like what's so cool is like the umbrella of butt rock is just getting like pretty big to like cover a lot of different like rock music and what do they call it? Not heavy rock,
Active rock? You know,
active
active rock.
rock. Yeah, was that it? Active rock? Oh, capital
I,
R, right? Capital R rock or whatever. Is that
Mhm.
the thing? No.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about right now, but
Fucking
I
Mountain Dew Code
respect you.
Red ass music. Code Red ass.
Code
Fucking
red.
so
Oh
good.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah, for sure.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, since you guys are kind of the new wave of butt rock, someone in my chat said BBL rock. So, I mean,
BBL. Yeah.
maybe something to coin.
Yeah, Miami BBL boat rock.
Whatever you want to own, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, I want to ask you, what song? So you mentioned this started in 2023. Then I guess you probably were writing in between. Then what song kind of changed the most from when you initially started to what's on the album now?
Oh shit, I gotta look at the fucking track listing. Let me see.
uh, we've had like a bunch of like I think our not struggle, but our like problem to solve was like what songs would make it and what songs like didn't really I don't want to say like didn't fit the vibe, but like what songs were active contributors to the cohesive collection and which songs weren't. Like I feel like every time we write a song, it's like 75% done, and then we got to kind of like
Mm.
come back and revisit it. And we normally do that like within a week's time. Weight of the Truth changed a lot actually. Like there was no bridge section to
Yeah.
it. It got some lyric rewrites. Um, yeah, stuff like
I would say
that.
Fall Away changed a little bit, not really in terms of the structure. The intro changed, and then our friend, it was Mike, right, who did all the strings and stuff. Yeah, like our friend Mike did a bunch of like strings and piano and stuff on there, and that like changed the whole vibe of the entire song. And then Peace of Mind was like a super old demo that I never thought would ever see light of day, honestly. And then we ended up adding like the heavy riff at the end that like really tied the whole song together. I would say those three are probably the ones that like changed the most, sort of like from the conception.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Nice.
and Peace of Mind is chronologically like the newest Footballhead song. Like it's track one of the record, but like it was the last song that we
Isn't it Focus? I thought Focus was the last one.
you could or could not be right. I don't know, but I think you might be right, but you might be wrong too.
I don't
I
remember.
don't
I just
remember.
think
I
I
just
feel
think
like that was like that might have been the
that might have
last
been the
one.
last one.
But either way,
But either way,
it's
it's either the
either the
first
first
or
or
the
the last
last
song
song
on
on
the
the
record
record
were
were
the
the last
last
ones
ones
to
to
be
be
made,
made,
which
which
may or may not tell you
future
about the future of the band that we actually don't
I have
know.
no idea.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's so many on there. It's hard to keep track over the amount of time too about the
Yeah.
order. Wait,
Yeah.
actually, that how do you define the order? Like, what was that conversation like? I'm always so curious because you start with Peace of Mind, immediately just fucking ripping, and then you kind of flow through. How do you kind of decide the overall build of the album?
Snow
Don't
didn't
look
want
at
any.
me.
Don't look at me. Snow didn't want any part of it. Snow, I'll give it to Snow. I'll give Snow
What?
what a handout, like a letter of care, and I'll give Snow like a big hug because Snow did a lot of the engineering work and was working overtime. And when it came down to like, okay, how do we put these together? uh, we largely like relied on, or like I was having pretty fluid conversations with Andrew about like the way they should be arranged, and you were always looped in on the conversations, but you had like so many production things to tackle that it was like kind of
I had no.
I had
I
no.
didn't even
I
know.
didn't
Yeah,
even
I was
know.
like,
Yeah, I was like,
honestly,
honestly,
y'all
y'all
organize
organize
those. I
those.
gotta
Yeah. I gotta
focus
focus
on
on
finishing the
finishing
record.
the record.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
So you
guys decide the
guys
order.
decide the
Like,
order. I want to give it a shout out to Andrew though because Andrew,
absolutely.
absolutely, he's the most removed from like the like Snow and I created the record, right? And like he obviously like contributed all percussive input to the record, but like he was most removed from like the immersive like songwriting process that like I felt like his opinion just held a lot of weight, no pun intended, in in uh in like that whole ordeal. So hearing that, this was his preferred flow, like it was like, okay, cool, like we'll ride with that then.
Nice. Awesome. I also okay, the album cover. I love it. That's I think also kind of like the inspiration for like my term of like new nostalgia is almost like the imagery that you guys have released as a part of this overall drop. Like even your Instagram, your band photos that you've done, just from what I've seen, it is kind of like that more industrial vibe. Could you kind of talk to me about how you picked the album cover?
You were there and I
You were
was
there
not.
and I was not. Yeah, but so there's a band from Dallas and they're called Edgewater, and
Mhm.
they have a record. The title of the album escapes me right now. Do you remember it? Um,
Damn, I love that
damn, I
record
love
too.
that
Hold
record
on.
too. Hold on.
What is the record
What is the
called?
record
South of
called?
Sideways.
South of
Yeah, South of
Sideways.
Sideways. South of Sideways. If you look at South of Sideways album art, it was like
I see.
very. That was like the true north for like the
Yeah.
way we wanted to do this one. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, my girlfriend, Kala, she like really wanted the task of like album art direction and album design. And we were obviously, ecstatic to give her like those keys. The cover shot was taken at Union Station. Um, and it's actually Liam, our guitar player, in the suit, but he's like,
Yep.
he's like super blurred out in the photo. But like, yeah, if you see that dude in real life, you're like, oh yeah, you were definitely the guy on the cover of the
You,
record.
I just think it's
I
so
just think
funny that
it's
you
so
guys had
funny that you
Liam
guys had
parading
Liam
around in like
parading
a
around in
gray
like a gray
oversized
oversized
suit,
suit,
just like around
just
Union
like
Station,
around
just like
Union
taking
Station, just
pictures
like
of him.
taking
People
pictures
probably
of
like,
him.
what
People
the
are probably like,
fuck?
what
Like,
the fuck? Like, vibe was kind of like, show me like sadness and distress, like you just got told 9/11 happened. That was like kind of
sorry.
sorry.
that's the vibe with the phone, though. I mean, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think she like overlaid a couple other photos in the cover photo.
Hmm.
You can see like the little train schedule, like reflection in it, and then like you open it up and it's like really pretty. It's like construction around the area, and like we're lucky that that ended up being really cohesive because one night we drove around. We went to Chinatown. We like shot some bridges. We did Lower Wacker, where the canvases that you're talking about, like the
Hmm.
non-single songs, all have that like frame that like that with that like
Yeah.
still frame rate that looks really
Moving
cool.
frame.
Yeah. But yeah, that was kind of just like are we onto something with this? And like, it's really hard for me, like, visually to like understand anything. I'm so visually untalented, but Caleb really crushed on that. And I love the way the inside of the vinyl looks, like the lyrics and like the thank yous and all that stuff like just came together. It's truly like a keepsake. Like if you have it, like I think it's just, dude, I was looking downstairs. I didn't fucking save a first press. I don't have one, which is so
I don't
dumb.
know.
I
I
don't
don't have
know.
one. I
I
don't
don't
think
have
any of
one.
us
I
have
don't think
one.
any of us have one. Yeah, I don't know because they're gone. Like the copies we have are gone. And the ones that we're getting for the release show are not first presses. So
No.
Mm.
it's a good problem to have, I guess. But like, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna have to like buy that from somebody or some shit.
Yeah, we could buy it on
Yeah.
Discogs.
We could buy it on
Like
Discogs.
it'll be like
It'll be
$5
like
in the next like couple
$5 in the
years
next
here.
like
So
couple
we'll,
years here.
No,
So
no,
we'll,
no.
yeah.
yeah.
Anyone in chat has one,
Yeah.
you know where to find them.
Ryan will pay you
Ryan will pay you
$150 for it.
$150
Yeah,
for I don't know what I was thinking. Not figuring that out. It was bogus of me.
just moving too quick. Yeah, I love the textures of the album cover, just the way everything flows. It's awesome.
Thank
I love
you.
it.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I know you guys are already a little bit over, so I will end with one more funny question. And this is going to be really random. This is like a big contention within my community here on Twitch, and it's the fruit draft. I don't know if you've seen this on on Instagram. You have to pick your top 5 favorite fruits for the rest of your life, all that you can have. And if you're not a fruit person, I guess we'll just end it there then. You get 5 fruits for the rest of your life, no matter what format they're in. I already asked some more questions, dude. Just that was my ending of Chicago question, but this is big for the community.
Is this fruit thing
Like, do I need
ranked?
to give you like
Like,
a
do I need
top
to give
5 in
you like a
order, or is
top
it just
5 in
5
order, or
fruits?
is it just 5 fruits?
5 fruits, just in any
I got
format
you.
for the rest
I
of your
got
life.
you.
I got this.
Like
I got
lemonade
this.
counts, so that's like a lemon as a choice.
I got this.
I
Ryan, I'll
got
go
this.
first. Don't worry.
Okay.
Ryan, I
Don't
go
worry.
first. Don't worry. Don't worry.
You gotta write it down.
Yeah. I've been waiting for this for a long time.
We're gonna start with
We're gonna start
Honey
with
Crisp apples.
Honey Crisp apples,
Specifically Honey Crisp
specifically
apples.
Honey Crisp apples.
We're gonna do
We're gonna do
the red
the
grapes.
red grapes.
We're gonna do
We're gonna
pineapple.
we're gonna do pineapple.
Yep.
We're
Classic.
going to do. Oh damn. Should I go with
Should
bananas
I
or
go with
what?
bananas or
No,
what?
I'm gonna go with
No,
like a
I'm gonna go with
regular,
like a regular, like
I guess like a melon.
I guess like a
You know,
melon.
like a
You know,
regular
like a regular
Interesting.
melon.
That's a crazy
melon.
take.
And then I'm gonna
And
say
then I'm gonna say
watermelon. So both two
watermelon. So
kinds
both
of
two kinds
melons.
of melons.
Whoa, big on the melon. That is a legendary list.
Fuck
We
pears.
talk a lot of
Fuck
shit about
I
melons.
pears.
think pears are
I think
ass.
pears are ass.
I don't really
I
like
think
blueberries
I don't
very
really like
much. I
blueberries
don't really
very
like
much.
strawberries
I don't
very
really like
much.
strawberries very much.
Damn, bro.
Wow.
I know.
Pears
I know.
and strawberries are in my top 5.
Do you guys remember when
Do you guys
DJ
remember
Khaled
when
said,
DJ
shout out
Khaled
to
said,
all the pear,
shout out
like
to all the
100 years
pear,
ago?
like 100 years
Shout out to
ago?
all the pear.
Shout out to all the
He
pear.
said
That was-
pair,
Yeah,
like
and
plural.
I
was-
That's cool. Like he said it's singular, but like he said no S on it.
Yeah, shout out to all the pear.
Yeah, shout
Do you
out to all
remember
the
that?
pear. Do you remember that?
That's so cool.
Okay.
Okay.
You've been
It was a
up
long
to
time ago.
some
It was a long
Big
time ago.
stuff
Big
lately.
shout out.
I've been
I've been
chronically online.
chronically
since I was
online since I was
9. So
9. So I
You've
don't
been
know.
listening to the Keys to Success every 3 o'clock in the morning that you send something.
Of course, absolutely.
Of course, absolutely, always,
We used to
always.
be, like now we're clavicular consuming, and when we used to have DJ Khaled as our king, come on, like what the fuck?
What happened?
How
what
we've
happened to
fallen.
What happened to
society?
society? Yeah.
Oh, we used to be a respectful society, and now people are hitting their face with hammers.
True. Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just looked this up. If anyone wants to like fight me on it, that's fine. Avocado is botanically a fruit, so
You can have it. You can have it.
I'm picking avocado.
You're so different, bro.
You're so
You were
different, bro.
No one
You are
thinks like
different. No one thinks like you.
Dumb shit you said.
Damn.
Damn.
With that being said, I'm gonna pick Honey Crisp apples. No, I do love Honeycrisp apples. They're the best. Honeycrisp apples, avocado, mango, super delicious. I
I
love
love
mango.
mango. I love mango.
Good pick.
Oranges at the bottom, just a diss track on oranges. Sorry.
Oh, I like
They're not even in
oranges.
your list. It's just to talk
Yeah,
shit about
I
them
just
for a
want to
sec.
talk some shit. Let's see, what other fruits get me pumped? Honestly, fuck kiwi too. That shit's hairy. I'm gonna throw that to the bottom.
Yep.
What else do I? Maybe that says something about me that I can think of shit I don't like before I like it. I love all fruits, but like your question is really like crazy. Like, what's your favorite?
What about
Watermelon.
bananas? What about bananas? Do you
I
like
love
bananas?
bananas.
Do you like
Love bananas.
bananas?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw bananas in there. I'm gonna throw watermelon in there. Watermelon when it's bad is the most disgusting thing ever. But like when it's
When it's
juicy,
like
it's
when it's
When it's like
grainy
really
and it's like
when it's
really like
grainy and it's like
It's like
really
it's like
gritty.
salt. Yeah, not
it's like
salty. It's like a
salt. Yeah, not
sand. It's
Yeah.
like
salty. It's like a
sand. Yeah, it's
sand. It's
weird.
like
Yeah.
sand. Yeah, it's
so
weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
avocados, Honeycrisp apples, bananas, watermelon. Trying to think of like, cause I buy a lot of like smoothie mixes. 'Cause I love smoothies.
Ryan, do you like
Ryan, do
you like
I,
blueberries?
you
I
like
just don't want to say
blueberries and
strawberries, but like
strawberry?
strawberries is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking strawberries.
Well, it's also versatile. It's
Ryan's
versatile.
trying to be
So, like,
Ryan's
different
trying to be he's
so
trying to be
bad. It's
different so
crazy. You just
bad. It's
say
crazy. You
strawberries,
just
dude.
say strawberries, dude.
Fuck, I love strawberries. Another fruit that's so nasty to eat when it's bad. But like if you buy like a store bought chocolate covered strawberry and it's like the strawberries all like sour and
oh,
nasty, it's so gross.
and it's like
Yeah.
also soggy
Yeah.
at the same time in there.
Super weak. Weak
Horrible.
moments of life.
Horrible. Well, thank you for enduring that and listing off all five. That was big for everyone
Oh, it's
here
huge.
on my
Oh,
end.
Yeah.
it's huge. Yeah, yeah.
We debate about that a lot, so that was one of the first questions that someone
So
had
we're gonna
for
we're gonna
you
have to
guys
come hang
as
out
part of the
as a
community.
we're gonna come have to hang out in the chat. Like I'm gonna hop on one.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Oh,
I
dude,
love
for
to just
sure. I
talk
love
about
to just
nothing. It's so much
talk
fun.
about
Not that we
nothing.
talked
It's so
about
much
nothing, but I
fun.
mean,
Not that we
That
instead
is,
talked
I
about
like
nothing, but I
also
mean,
to
it's
talk
like
no,
I
about
like
that is
also
what we
to talk
do.
about it.
That is a majority of what we do is we just talk about nothing and like yeah, silly little stuff like that. That's our go-to, and then we fight about it for way too long.
Yeah, I love that.
That's the gist of
Yeah, I love that.
what Twitch streaming is for the most part.
So sick. You're like,
So sick. You're
tired of
like,
this Twitch shit. We're moving over to
tired of
Kick.
this Twitch shit.
Just
We're
kidding.
moving over to
Yeah.
Kick. Just kidding.
Where we
Yeah.
talk about the real
Where we
issues,
talk about the real
Yeah.
issues, Like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you both so fucking much. I can't say it enough for just giving me a moment of your day
Of
today.
course.
Seriously, like
Of course.
so cool to me. I'll be on a high for pretty much the rest of my life. Uh, everyone, they got a show May 8th, Lincoln Hall. Be there. It's an incredible fucking lineup all the way through, headlining Footballhead. For the full Weight of the Truth album. Also, do you guys still have merch left?
Ooh,
Did you sell out? That looked like it was gonna
ooh.
sell out when I.
I think
Low-key.
I
Go
I
ahead.
think I
No, no.
go ahead.
You want me to take this one? So straight up, we have I believe no shirts and like 3 sweatshirts left. But
Sweatshirts rip.
thanks. Yeah. They're.
Yeah.
I'll give Snow his flowers again for that one. That was Snow's idea. We've been very very generous on this call because it's good vibes only. Except for kiwi and
Mhm.
whatever other fruit that I throw under the bus. Yeah, we're gonna have some sick ass new merch. That's like some stuff we've never done before. Some like new takes on some things that may or may not look familiar. We'll have vinyl. It'll be like it's probably only gonna exclusively be like the solid black like second press. And then we'll have like the Weight of the Truth. Overthinking vinyl too. We'll have both CDs. So we'll have like the only carryover shit from the tour will be the lighters that we have and the physical media. That's it though.
All like the shirts and all that shit are
the shirts
different,
and all that
and
shit
we're
are different.
announcing
And
that pretty
we're
soon. Pretty sure.
announcing
Yeah.
that pretty soon, pretty sure.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, then
Yeah.
everyone has something to
Yeah.
look forward to for that too, for the Chicago show. Sweet. All right. Well, thank you both. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a
Oh,
great
you
rest of your
too,
night.
dude. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
you too, dude. Thank you so
Thanks.
As cool
much.
as they
Thank
come.
you.
Thank you so much.
You guys roll.
Yeah, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank
being
you.
here. Bye,
Seriously.
guys.